This is Scott Meineke with the Iowa Association of Electric Cooperatives. We started a project called Pass It On, and what we're trying to do is take linemen that are retiring or have retired and ask them to share a story with younger linemen about something that happened to them in their career that didn't go so good, or maybe they got really lucky and didn't get hurt. Maybe you could even call this, I probably shouldn't have survived. And it's gone really well. And the first one we're going to share with you is what I would call a pull down. And we'll just watch the retiree tell the story on their own.
My story happened probably 40 years ago when I was just an apprentice lineman. I was with a sub-foreman. We were in a basket truck. We got a call from the office that we had one phase off, they thought, on a three-phase feeder leaving our hard scratch substation. We stopped at the substation. We verified that we had one handle down on the OCR. So we started patrolling this line going west, a three-phase feeder. Got about a mile or so, and we looked and we saw a single-phase tap. The OCR pole had broken off in a windstorm and was laying out to the road. We pulled the truck up right beside this line. We got out of the truck and we were discussing it. I walked over to this pole, this A6 breaker pole. The jumper, the bypass jumper, was approximately 3 or 4 inches above the ground. And I just put my foot on top of the pole and pushed the pole down. And that line was not de-energized. It was in fact energized. And when the smoke and fire got done, we jumped out of the way. What had happened was there was a phase off on the three-phase, but it wasn't that phase. We just assumed when we saw that pole broken off laying into the road that that was why the line was off, and it was not. The other phase was off and not this one. No injury, no accident happened, but the foreman, sub-foreman, and I agreed that we would never tell anybody about this as long as we live. But I think it's good to share this with all you guys, and remember to never assume the line is off unless you've opened it and ground it.
So the lessons learned by Curly at this one, first was never assume anything. He assumed the line was off. They assumed they were on the right phase, and this could have resulted in his loss of life or the loss of life of his partner at the time. Maintain your minimum approach distance. If it's not confirmed that it's de-energized and dead and grounded, you need to maintain your minimum approach distance at all times. For qualified people, of course, 2 foot 1 inch. For unqualified people, 10 foot 1 inch, depending on the voltage that we have. Test everything before you ground it. And if it's not grounded, it's not dead. Thank you for watching this. I want you to be safe. And remember to always pass it on. Let the next generation know and learn from your mistakes. You'll never live long enough to make them all yourself. Thank you for watching, and we'll be having a lot more in this series.